her. I said hold her.
She's going to be difficult.
They always are to begin with.
But not for long.
Keep her still, Muldoon.
Well, I'm afraid Mr. Blunt is very busy just at present, sir. It's Scotland Yard. They've made a bloomer again.
I shall wait.
Well, I don't hold out much hope. But if you wouldn't mind giving me your name, sir.
Gabriel Starvinson.
Beg your pardon, sir?
Starvinson. Gabriel Starvinson.
I'm sorry, sir. Would you mind repeating that?
Starvinson!
Starvinson?
Oh, the Explorer. A bit of bitumen.
Right.
So
I would like you to tell me...
Ah, this gentleman's waiting to see you, Mr. Blunt.
Oh, I'm due at the Duke's at 11. However, I think I can spare you a few moments.
What shall I tell His Grace, sir?
His Grace?
The Duke, sir. He'll be getting a bit fidgety.
Tell him the Duchess's tiara will be found in the fish pond. Her pet monkey was undoubtedly the culprit. None of the servants is to blame.
A monkey in the fish pond. Very good, Mr. Blunt.
This way. Thank you, Albert. My confidential secretary, Miss Robinson.
How do you do?
Miss Robinson?
Nice. Perhaps you will state your business.
I have
Beyond the fact that it is urgent, that you came in a taxi, that you have recently returned from the Arctic, or possibly the Antarctic, I know nothing.
But this is amazing. I thought detectives only did such things in books. Why, your office boy did not even give you my name.
It was nothing. No, the rays of the midnight sun within the Arctic Circle contain certain properties, and they have a peculiar action upon the skin. I'm writing a little monograph on the subject shortly. However, this is wide of the point. Perhaps you will tell me what it is that has brought you to me in such distress of mind, Mr. Starvinson.
To begin with, Mr.
Blunt.
My name is Gabriel Starvinson.
Yes, of course, the well-known...
Explorer.
Quite so, Miss Robinson. You have recently returned from the...
The North Pole, I believe.
That is so. I landed in England only 3 days ago. A friend who was cruising in northern waters brought me back in his yacht. Otherwise, I should not have returned for another fortnight.
I see.
Now I must tell you, Mr.
Blunt,
that before I started on this last expedition, 2 years ago, I had the great good fortune to become engaged.
Congratulations.
To Mrs. Maurice Lee Gordon.
Mrs. Lee Gordon was before her marriage?
The Honourable Hermione Crane, the second daughter of Lord Lancaster.
My word.
Her first husband was killed during the war.
Exactly. Mr. Plant,
What?
I am deeply impressed.
Miss Robinson enjoys my fullest confidence. I keep nothing from her, as you can see. Please go on.
When Hermione and I became engaged, I offered, of course, to give up my expedition, but she would not hear a word of it, bless her. She is the right kind of woman to be the wife of an explorer. Ah. This is Hermione.
She looks charming, Mr.
Oh,
Stones.
she has lovely eyes.
If anything has happened to her. My first thought on landing was to see her.
Naturally.
I sent a telegram from Southampton and rushed up to town by the very first train. She has been living with an aunt of hers, Lady Susan Clonray, in Pont Street, so of course I went straight round. But Hermie was not there.
How disappointing.
Yes. She said that Hermie was away visiting friends in Northumberland. She seemed most surprised to see me.
But I imagine that you were not expected back for at least another fortnight, Mr. Stuyvesant.
I know. But when I asked her for Hermie's address, Lady Susan hemmed and hawed and said that she might be in 2 or 3 different places. She did not know which, she did not know when. Well, I do not mind telling you, Mr. Plant. She faced so many difficulties that I became distinctly annoyed.
I take it that you're not on good terms with Lady Susan.
Good terms?
Yes.
Ha! Well, no. She and I have never got on. She is one of those fat women.
Fat women?
Yes, you know, double chins, fingers like sausages. Ugh. I loathe fat women, I always have.
Fashion agrees with you, Mr. Stuyvesant. On the other hand, I've always...
Everyone has their pet aversion. Mine is bagpipes. I can't stand the things.
Mind you, I am not saying that Lady Susan cannot be perfectly charming, but I have never taken to her, nor she to me. Well, I did not leave Pont Street until I had got the names of the friends she said Hermie was staying with, and then I took the mail train north.
I perceive that you're a man of action, Mr. Stuyvesant.
The thing came upon me like a bombshell, Mr. Plant.
Plant.
None of these people had seen a sign of Hermie. Of the 3 houses I visited, only one had been expecting her, and she put off her visit there by telegram.
So Lady Susan
Made a deuced odd mistake, or told me a foul pack of lies.
Have you been back to see her?
Not yet. Coming down on the train, I read your advertisement. I thought I would put it to you first. What is your opinion, Mr. Plant? What do you advise me to do?
Shall we discuss that on our way to Pond Street?
You intend to come with me?
Oh, of course. I mean, we must see this charming but large lady ourselves.
Hermione not in Northumberland, you say? How extraordinary.
More to the point, she was not even expected.
Dear, dear. This really is most perplexing.
Lady Susan, where else do you think Hermione might have gone?
Well, she might... You say you're friends of my niece?
Oh, absolutely. We've known her for ages.
She never mentioned you?
We've been abroad a good deal.
I see. Do I take it you share Mr. Stuyvesant's proclivities?
Good Lord, no. Nothing like the pluck.
Lady Susan, Hermione might have gone...
Well, to any one of a number of places. She's not a child, you know. And she has many, many friends.
For example?
For example... It's very hard to say.
Did she leave an address?
No. No, she didn't.
But you told me that she
I really
was...
cannot remember what I told you, Mr. Stuyvesant. Turning up as you did, throwing my house into an uproar.
Uproar?
And now you burst in again and cross-examine me in my very own drawing room.
Now, look here.
Lady Susan is quite right. I'm sure there is a perfectly simple and natural explanation. As she said, Hermione is not a silly little girl, but an independent woman who's always been in the habit of making her own plans. Why, I expected this very moment she's carrying out some idea of her own.
Exactly, Miss Robinson. Just what I was about to say myself.
I don't like it. I like it. Less and less.
Well, I suppose the police could always be notified.
The police? Oh, no, Mr. Blunt. That's a positively dreadful idea.
Aha.
I merely thought...
But the publicity, the scandal.
Why should there be any scandal, Lady Susan?
Oh, yes, John, what is it?
A telegram has arrived, my lady.
Oh, thank you. Would you mind, my dear? Thank you. There.
What is it?
You are answered, Mr. Stuyvesant.
Changed my plans. Just off to Monte Carlo for a week. Hermie. Well, I'm damned.
Quite possibly, Mr. Stuyvesant. But Hermione, as you see, is nothing of the kind.
Where was it sent from?
May I? Malden.
Eh? Malden?
Malden, Sussex. First thing this morning.
Lady Susan, it seems that I have made something of a fool of myself.
We are what the Lord has made us, Mr. Starvinson. Thank you, my dear. And now, John will show you out. Good morning, Miss Robinson. Mr. Blunt.
Good morning.
So pleasant to have met you.
Good morning, Lady Susan.
Go with them, John. Operator, are you there? Malden 219. I want a personal call to Dr. Horiston at the Grange.
She's got a divine figure.
A bit too bony for my taste. What do you make of it all?
Well, the obvious explanation is that Hermie, as he likes to call her, is afraid to see him and has done a bunk.
Which means Lady Susan may be backing her up. I must say, she seemed pretty nervous.
The old lady had the wind up, all right.
Yes, I thought so too. Could that mean Hermie has another man?
It might.
Well, I'd hate to suggest that to a fellow like Starvinson. He's a powerful chap.
And a pretty passionate one, too. Capable of all manner of things, I should think.
You're not saying you suspect him?
At this stage, I suspect everyone. Maybe we'd better cut down to Malden.
But why should she say she's gone to Northumberland, then that she's going to Monte Carlo, but in fact want to bury herself in some tiny place in Sussex?
What if she didn't want to?
What do you mean?
What if she was being kept there against her will?
Remember, you must show no pity.
What's the plan?
Split up, I think. I'll try that chop.
Right. And I'll visit the old Cock and Sparrow.
Good luck, Tommy.
Good luck, Alpine.
Good morning.
Morning.
Do you sell picture postcards?
There.
Oh, yes. Are there any big houses round here?
No. Apart from the Grange, that is.
Oh, the Grange. What's that?
Sort of hospital. For nerve cases, they say.
Nerve cases?
Spooky sort of place. It's full of raving loonies with foreign names.
Foreign names?
This telegram's got to go up there this morning. I can hardly make it out.
Can I help? Reservation cancelled. Unforeseen delay. Seems quite clear.
Look at that name.
Mozgovskensky.
See what I mean? What sort of name is that?
Who does the Grange belong to?
Dr. Horiston, he calls himself.
Dr. Horiston. Can you tell me what he looks like? Tommy, I believe I've got it. The Grange.
Yes, I've just been hearing about it. Do you think Mrs. Lee Gordon's there?
I don't know. But did you see that man driving off in the blue car?
Unpleasant-looking brute, yes.
Well, that's Horiston. He owns the Grange.
So we'll have to check up on him.
We don't need to. I know Horiston.
You know him?
Yes. Well, I met him briefly several years ago. My chum, Poppy St. Albans, had the most frightful experience at his hands. He used to be a bona fide doctor, and then he became a cropper of some kind. Something to do with armadillo glands.
Armadillo glands?
Yes, tried injecting people with them, or something equally ghastly. Anyway, he's an unscrupulous quack.
The Grange?
Yes, the Grange.
I shall have to increase the concentration.
That could be quite dangerous.
What other choice do we have?
Well, according to my
There's
analysis...
someone to see you, Doctor. Mr. Beresford.
Beresford? I don't know any Beresford.
He says it's urgent. Do you want me to?
No. Very well, show him in.
Come this way, please. Mr. Beresford.
Tommy Beresford. Dr. Horiston, I presume?
My partner, Dr. Claiborne.
How do you do?
Irma Kleber, formerly at the Statzengruber Institute of Geneva.
Jolly good. Well, it's awfully decent of you to give me your time, Dr. Horiston. Now, what my readers really want to know...
Your readers?
Oh, didn't your man tell you I'm with the Daily Reporter? We're doing an article on the cure of nervous diseases.
I'm sorry,
and...
Mr. Beresford, I never give interviews.
Oh, but surely...
This is a private institution. You will leave at once.
But I've come all this way.
Muldoon? Show Mr. Beresford out, Muldoon.
Can't you just give me 5 minutes? I mean, it's not often we get the chance to...
You. Out.
Oh, my editor's going to be very shirty. Oh. Yes. Well, fair enough. By the way, how's my friend Mrs. Lee Gordon?
What?
She's a patient here, I believe.
There is no one here of that name.
But she...
No one.
That's funny, because I could have sworn... Cheerio.
Thank you.
He's lying. She's there. I know it.
That woman's in some awful danger. I feel it in my bones. I wish I'd gone with you.
I'm sorry, old girl. Couldn't have risked it. Marston might have remembered you.
So what do we do now? Go back to London and tell Starvinson that we failed?
That goes decidedly against the grain.
Right. So somehow we've got to get back inside that house.
They've just seen me.
Which leaves only one alternative.
Tuppence, you can't. I forbid it.
Tommy, I shall be perfectly safe.
But supposing Horiston recognizes you?
Not a chance. He met me, remember? Well, next time, he's going to meet somebody else.
Madam Vera Moskovskensky.
Madam Moskovskensky, this is truly an honor.
Naturally. You are Dr. Horiston?
I am. Dr. Kleber?
Irma Kleber, formerly of the Staatsengruppe in...
Being your mistress?
No, Madam Moskovskinsky. Dr. Kleber is my partner.
I am wondering.
Please?
Thanking you. Why are you looking astonished, Doctor?
Well, the truth is, Madam Moskovskinsky, that having received your telegram yesterday, I understood that you had cancelled your reservation.
Well, I am changing my mind. It is artist's privilege, no?
Yes, but...
My suite is not prepared.
No, Madam Moskovsky, that is... Yes,
So, why are you not understanding?
I'm sorry.
I will repeat. After the Imperial Ballet, I am joining troupe of the AGATHA. This is 7 years now, but I am leaving him. He is no good. He is charlatan. You are totally agreeable.
Yes?
So now I am forming my own company, the Ballet Moskovskinsky. But this is requiring much work, many head pains.
Headaches.
Oh, it is the same thing. So before starting my new glittering career, I am in need of much rest, of peacefulness, of calm.
Naskолько времени вы намереваете быть с нами, Madam Moskovskinsky? Будете ли вы набирать ваше общество в Англии?
I am swearing this oath. Never am I speaking the tongue of my beloved country until the Bolsheviki, the accursed Bolsheviki, are expelled from the holy soil of Mother Russia.
Quite so, Madam Moskovskinsky.
You must please to be remembering this.
Of course. Excuse me, but have we not met before at some time?
Impossible. If so, you would never forget me.
Your face is somehow familiar.
Familiar? I am familiar with thousands, tens of thousands, Doctor.
Forgive me, of course.
So now I will visit my suite. There is a bar.
A bar? I am afraid that alcohol is not permitted.
No. I am meaning a bar for the practice, for the suppleness of my limbs.
Ah, yes. We will have one installed.
I could jolly well be thinking so.
Now, Dr. Kleber, would you be so kind as to conduct Madame Moskovskinsky to her suite?
This way, Madame.
I am completely delightful.
Madame.
Delightful.
Your room is this way, Madam Moskovskinsky.
I am wondering, what is here?
The room of another patient.
Oh, there are many.
As you see.
In Russia, only peasants sleep so close. I hope they are not to be disturbing me.
No one will disturb you.
What is that?
What?
I'm thinking I'm hearing some noisiness.
Be assured, Madame Moskovskinsky, here you will sleep as sound as in the grave.
Now, please. I trust you will be comfortable.
Is adequate.
Supper will be brought here to you later.
Oh, good. A little champagne and a little caviar will be bearable.
And before going to bed, you will be sure to take this.
What is it, please?
Merely a light draught to ensure you sleep well.
Sleep well. Always I sleep well. I remember the Grand Duke Dmitri, he said to me, Viruchka, how can you be sleeping at a time like this? Ah, poor Dmitri. I remember when the Bolsheviki, they are storming his palace, they are finding him floating.
Floating?
In his bath. What they are doing to him is unrepeatable.
Nevertheless, you will be sure to take this. Will you require anything else?
Nothing. There is nothing. Where it is, miss?
Good night, madame.
It's the journalist fellow I mind most about. How did he find out we were here?
Some rumors in the village, perhaps.
Claims to be a friend of the Lee Gordon woman.
That is most serious.
I shall increase the dosage.
Doctor, the risk.
I don't care.
Your mind is made up?
Yes.
What are you doing here? What did you say?
Evening, sir.
What do you want with those things?
Tis this rose, sir. And the jasmine.
The jasmine?
Yeah, growing wild in a fearsome tangle it be, sir. Threatening to choke the house with unbridled profusion.
It's a bit late for gardening, isn't it?
The forces of nature wait for neither man nor beast.
You get off. Do that in the morning.
Be that in order, Maester?
Yes. Yes, it is. Now get out of here. Go home.
May you rest as soft and as peaceable as a stoat in his burrow, or a toad in his hole, sir.
You're out of your room, Madame Moskovskinsky.
I am knowing.
This is not your room.
I am knowing this also.
What is the reason for this expedition in the night?
I am troubled. I am restless.
Troubled?
I am not used to matters made of wood.
I see.
My magnificent body make protest, and so I walk.
Is that all?
Is not enough.
So, in the morning your mattress will be changed, Madame. For tonight you will have to endure.
God, always I endure. It is the fate of the artist, no.
I could not say. You have taken your sleeping draught?
Not yet.
Then do so. And all your troubles will disappear. Please!
Tell me, Dr. Kleber, you are possessing a knout?
A knout?
It is a whip, like this.
No, Madame Moskovskinsky, I do not possess a knout.
How strange. You remind me of Cossack I once knew.
Good night, Madame.
Good night.
Take it easy, old girl.
Tommy! What are you...
Oh, you didn't think I was going to leave you all alone in a lion's den, did you?
Darling! Oh, you look frightful.
Oh, I say. I thought I'd done rather well. And I've got a spiffing accent. Listen. Be that in order, Maester? Oh.
I had an encounter with that Dr. Kleber. She tried to get me to drink some horrid-looking medicine. So I poured it into that plant pot. Oh, Tommy, this place is much worse than we thought.
Have you managed to find out anything about Mrs. Lee Gordon?
I have a feeling they've got her locked up.
Good Lord. Poor creature.
I managed to sneak out into the corridor, and I heard a noise coming from one of the rooms. A sort of woman moaning or something, so I tried the door, but it was locked. Tommy, what are we going to do?
Well, there's always the police. We don't really have enough to go on.
Well, chucking our hand in now would be awful.
Yes.
Tommy?
Oh, sorry, old girl. Oh.
Thanks.
If only we could get into that room. But it's locked, you say?
Yes. No sign of the key.
Hold on. Is it on this side of the corridor?
No, on the other.
Oh, pity. I could have always tried using my ladder. Never mind. I'm afraid it means forcing that door. Thomas?
Oh, sorry.
Or breaking it down.
Oh, you couldn't. I mean, there's always someone on lookout. Dr. Kleber or that horrid Muldoon.
Then I shall just have to think of something absolutely foolproof that will guarantee there's no one about. Or it may be too late.
Tommy.
What is it? Darling, have you thought of something?
I believe I have. Oh, it just might work. Oh, Tommy. I shall have to be frightfully brave.
Follow me.
I'm supposed to stay here.
Not this morning.
Dr. Horiston said...
The orders have been changed. You are needed elsewhere. She will give us no trouble. Come!
I know you will be surprised that I have summoned you here. There is no cause for alarm. I am authorized to announce to you that among our guests is the distinguished Russian ballerina, Madame Vera Mozgovsky. Madame Mozgovsky has informed me that she is graciously pleased to entertain and delight us with a display of her art. Yes, she will dance for us. Madame Mozgovsky.
My friends, beloved friends, this morning I am dancing for you some beautiful excerpts. Oh, so sorry, I mean excerpts from the immortal ballet Lac des Cygnes, the Lake of the Swans. It is being written, as you know, by my great countryman, the towering genius Pyotr Tchaikovsky. He was a great, great composer, but also very tragic man. I remember once in Yakutsk, oh, but I am sworn not to be speaking of this. It is his music that is mattering. No. So now, I will begin with my first sensational solo where, as Odette, the White Swan's queen, I am bringing joy to the hearts of all in the theater, and from the theater, the world. Thanking you. But first, I must be putting you completely in the picture. Unless you are knowing story of the ballet, you're not appreciating my unbelievable art. Is true? Yes. So, you must be imagining yourself in a little village in the countries. After beautiful overture, the curtain is rising to reveal girls and boys of the village happily frolicking with themselves. Yes, they are gaily disporting. And why? Because the handsome prince, he is gone. And the handsome prince, his name is Prince Charming. And he is arriving for country sport. And everyone in the village is over the moons to see him and his pretty companions. He approaches the house. But what is this? He is shooting her. Yes, my friends, the beautiful White Swan's queen, she has fallen to the ground. A cruel arrow from the Prince Charming's crossbow penetrating her magnificent chest. In terrible throes of dying agony, she does delicate dance. However, you must be knowing that Odette is not the only beautiful swan's queen. Oh, gosh, no. There is another, and her name is Odile. But she is black swans, and her mission is evil. And why is this, my friends? Well, I am telling you. It is because she is under the foul influence of the wicked magician, and his heart is black. The wicked magician, his name is Abanazarov, and he is trying to make slave of handsome prince.
Mrs. Lee Gordon. Hermie.
But what shall the handsome prince do? He believed most sincerely that he is dancing with Odette, the beautiful White Swan's queen. And oh, she is flying so graceful. But in reality, it is quite different. It is not Odette, but Odile, the black swans in disguise. Oh dear, what a mix-up. Oh, Боже мой. attention. I am now coming to the most important part of the story, when the secret of the wicked magician is about to be revealed.
Mrs. Lee Gordon.
And so they are united in heartbreaking, happy endings. Whole theater is weeping joyful tears. The wicked magician, he marries the Prince Charming's grandmother. The swans, they fly away. And the prince and his beloved Odette, or is it Odile? Or is it Odette by this time? I don't know, it is not important. The prince and his beloved Odette, they sink beneath moonlit waters on Magic Lake. And the curtain, she falls. It's beautiful. No?
Madam Moskowskinsky.
You're not understanding. You are wishing I tell story once again.
No, no, I'm sure we all found it most illuminating.
You have some questions to ask about my childhood in St. Petersburg, perhaps.
Madam Moskowskinsky, we are waiting for you to dance.
This is natural. Always, always they are imploring me to dance.
Then for heaven's sake, begin.
Please, to be sitting. I am ready for grand entrance. Yet,
What is it now?
my wings. Where are my wings?
Your winks.
How can beautiful white swan queen be flying without her wings? Oh, I am remembering. They are in my room.
Well done.
Oh, no, 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 not the trouble. I am going in double quick time. Everyone is to be waiting in fever of anticipation.
Madam Moskowskinsky.
No one, what I mean no one, is to leave this room.
Tuppence!
Oh, Tommy, did you find her?
Yes, come on.
Well, where is she?
Upstairs.
Oh, but you can't just leave her.
No, no, I'll tell you later.
Oh.
Come on.
Hey! You!
Run!
Stop!
Come on, darling. Pull yourself together. Yes, come on. Good wheeze, eh? Quickly! Oh.
Are you all right?
Oh, just about. My ankle hurts like blazes, but oh, Tommy, you were marvelous.
You were pretty handy yourself.
Where to? The police.
No.
Back to Starvinson to warn him.
No?
No, but Mrs. Lee Gordon.
She doesn't need us, I'm afraid.
Tommy, you don't mean she's...
No such luck. No. She's getting thin.
What?
Thin. She's getting thin. You know, reduction of weight.
Reduction of weight.
Remember how Starvinson said that he hated fat women? Well, in the 2 years he's been away, his Hurlme has been putting on weight. She got into a panic when she heard he was coming back and rushed off to do this new treatment of Horiston's. It's injections of some sort. He makes a deadly secret of it and charges through the nose. Starvinson came back a fortnight too soon. She was only just beginning the treatment.
I know, don't tell me. Lady Susan tried to protect her. Starvinson got suspicious.
We came down here to make blithering idiots of ourselves. Not to mention assault and battery on members of the staff.
And I'm guilty of the most appalling false pretenses. And what's worse, I've ruined a perfectly good night dress.
Well, at least Starvinson will be happy.
Tommy, oh, if you ever so much as mention a word of this to anyone.
Fair enough. After all, you haven't exactly come well out of this case. Getting myself up to look like the ancient mariner.
Tommy.
Yes?
You do look odd.
Now listen.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll never, ever mention it again.
Good.